Russia proposes an inclusive Eurasian security framework.
Israeli Prime Minister orders strike on Gaza as ceasefire nears collapse.
Construction begins on new medical facility at Tuong Duong Health Center.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news by Nghệ An Press and Broadcasting Agency. I'm Hoang Yên, and here we go, the first headline of the show. At the International Eurasian Security Conference held in Minsk, Belarus on October 28, 2025, Russian Foreign Minister Mr. Sergei Lavrov just outlined Moscow's vision for a new security architecture that would include every nation in the Eurasian continent.
Mr. Lavrov said Russia is ready to cooperate with all countries and that fairness, honesty, and equality of interests must serve as the foundation of global relations. He emphasized that in today's interconnected world, a new philosophy of international cooperation is essential, and Russia considers itself a pioneer in building a truly multipolar Eurasian space. He also noted that Mr. Putin had earlier introduced the concept of a Eurasian security structure based on the principle of indivisibility, an alternative to the traditional Euro-Atlantic model. Regarding relations with the United States, Mr. Lavrov mentioned that Russia is awaiting confirmation from Washington following recent talks between President Putin and U.S. President Donald Trump. He reaffirmed Moscow's support for the proposals delivered by U.S. envoy Mr. Stephen Witkoff during his visit to Russia earlier this month. Mr. Lavrov concluded that Russia's vision seeks to create a fair, inclusive, and balanced security framework, one that serves all nations across Europe and Asia alike.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has ordered a new offensive on Gaza, defying a U.S.-brokered ceasefire.
Israeli media reported that, in addition to new airstrikes, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has ordered the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, to expand control zones inside Gaza. The Prime Minister is said to be discussing the move with senior U.S. officials. Shortly after Netanyahu's order, Hamas announced it would delay the handover of another Israeli hostage's body, which was scheduled for today, citing violations by the occupying forces. The Palestinian militant group said the body had earlier been found during search operations in one of the tunnels in southern Gaza. Earlier this month, Israel and Hamas agreed to a ceasefire under U.S. President Donald Trump's 20-point peace plan, but both sides have since repeatedly accused each other of violations.
This morning, the Ministry of Public Security and Nghệ An Province jointly broke ground on the construction of a new medical facility at Tuong Duong Health Center, a project of profound humanitarian significance in Vietnam's western border region.
The project, with a total investment of 30 billion VND, features a three-story building covering 2,100 square meters and is scheduled for completion in the first quarter of 2026. The new facility will not only meet the healthcare needs of more than 80,000 residents from various ethnic groups in the area, but also serve as a vital medical support center for Army and police forces stationed along Vietnam's western border. Additionally, it will provide healthcare access for citizens from neighboring Laos, underscoring its strategic significance in national defense, security, and diplomacy, and further strengthening the special friendship between the peoples of Vietnam and Laos. Speaking at the ceremony, Senior Lieutenant General Pham The Tung, Deputy Minister of Public Security, emphasized that the project represents more than just a local healthcare and educational facility. It stands as a symbol of solidarity and deep bonds between the people's public security forces and the ethnic communities of Nghệ An Province, embodying both humanitarian value and long-term strategic importance in serving the people.
Upcoming are some updated news.
On the morning of October 29th, President Luong Quang and a high-level Vietnamese delegation departed Hanoi for South Korea to attend the 32nd APEC Economic Leaders Week in Gyeongju and conduct bilateral meetings at the invitation of President Lee Jae-myung from October 29 to November 1. Over 27 years of participation in APEC Vietnam has made a strong mark through active, responsible, and effective contributions toward realizing APEC's goals and vision, thereby enhancing the forum's role. President Luong Quang's attendance at the 32nd APEC Economic Leaders Week underscores Vietnam's strong commitment to regional cooperation and economic integration in the Asia-Pacific, reaffirming its position as an active, responsible, and increasingly proactive member in shaping the region's cooperative architecture as the country prepares to host APEC 2027.
The People's Committee of Nghệ An Province has issued Action Plan Number 902, outlining decisive measures to lift the European Commission's IUU yellow card during its 5th inspection. Under the plan, the province will establish an interagency task force to closely monitor fishing activities and strictly handle violations or cases of negligence. All IUU-related violations will be made public. The provincial government also requires 100% of fishing vessels to be registered, licensed, equipped with vessel monitoring systems, and to use electronic fishing logs. Coastal localities will work with border guards, police, and agricultural agencies to strictly control vessel movements in and out of ports and prevent illegal fishing in foreign waters.
According to authorities, 24-hour rainfall in Hue has set a new national record, and at one point ranked second highest in the world. Rainfall across the mountainous areas averaged 804 millimeters within 24 hours, with Chi Tre recording nearly 1,205 meters and Bac Ma reaching almost 1,140 millimeters on October 27th, surpassing Vietnam's previous record of about 1,086 meters. Forecasters warn that another round of heavy rain may hit the central region on October 30th, 31, meaning flood conditions are unlikely to subside before the end of the month. Mountainous areas around Hue and Da Nang remain at extreme risk of landslides as the soil has become fully saturated.
In reality, Kuala Port still lacks the required channel depth and has yet to attract major international container shipping lines. As a result, export businesses have not been able to ease their transportation burden. More in the story today.
Most major exporters still have to transport their containers from Nghệ An to Hai Phong or Ho Chi Minh City by road. Because direct sea exports via Kuala Port remain limited, many exporters say they face mounting pressure from rising road transport costs and shipment delays.
We mainly have to truck goods to Hai Phong and then load them onto larger vessels bound for international ports. This significantly raises our logistics costs and product prices. We hope Kuala Port can soon be fully operational to help reduce expenses.
In recent years, international shipping lines such as HF Fortune and YCKY have launched the Kuala Dongguan China route, operating one voyage per week. While this is seen as a positive step for cross-border maritime logistics, it still falls short of meeting the export capacity needs of local enterprises.
Under Provincial Resolution Number 03, investors and exporters are encouraged to bring more goods through Kuala Port. The government's Resolution Number 886 also allocates medium-term capital to deepen the Kuala channel from 7.2 meters to 9.5 meters. Alongside central and provincial support, we are preparing plans to accommodate vessels of up to 50,000 DWT.
Currently, Kuala Port can handle ships of up to 25,000 DWT, mainly domestic cargo and bulk carriers, with limited international container arrivals. Given these infrastructure constraints and the lack of major foreign shipping lines, the business community hopes for greater investment to upgrade the port, unlocking its full potential and enabling local enterprises to export directly from Nghệ An.
Now it's the end of the show today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye for now.